game.
Hey.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
It's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. Wonder what he did with it.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Off play action. King sliding out of the pocket. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, King. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. King. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
King on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. King. Now they go screen. It's complete. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an opera.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Good one.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Short throw to Disley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's King. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens will take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now King on first down. Flushed out right. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Well, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the give here, Charbonnet. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, King. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Right back to him for 10 more to first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far.
Good. Come
3
on,
plays,
come on.
3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Thank you. Thank you. Got 23 though. Yeah.
Back to throw. King. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. On the return, it's King. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's King. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down. King. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. King. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. King now throwing on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Great job.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Michael Wilson, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Green Bay. Check out the Packers at home, Lambeau, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. A touchdown pass there for Jordan Love. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Kenny Pickett, strong in the victory as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Twisting away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off-play action. King. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. King. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I've been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a 1st-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through there and tuck.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll try for the first with Walker. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Here's King off the play fake. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is King. To throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. On 1st down, it's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Gino on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They run once more with Edwards. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down. is King, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's King. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Geno.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards for number 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Smith throwing again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Geno now to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Man, I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
119 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Ravens, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out, it's the man who left Baltimore as the greatest passer in franchise history, MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. Very good return that time. 18 yards. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. King steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Up the middle they go. King. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. back to throw. King. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Operating off play action. Flacco. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago. 7 catches, 79 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass. The latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To pass, Flacco. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Hunt will try going up the middle. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This is the tight end, Njoku. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's King. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Flacco. Quick slant complete to Njoku. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Ford. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now it's Flacco. That's complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
What's up?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Texans who are out in front. Dameon Pierce with a touchdown run. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to the Confluence to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Kenny Pickett with a couple of touchdown tosses. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. King. Left side to Lamb. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's King. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to this?
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
My Jazzy. Here's my Jazz. Play the music, my Jazz. Oh. Hey, Jazz,
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
I don't know, though, folks.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Okay.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty... And a loose football!
I'm so hungry.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts and there's still a quarter to go.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Flacco.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick-6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw.
Right back to Njoku.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Flacco from midfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Flacco. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Passing play, Flacco. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll run on 1st down. It's King. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. King. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Back to throw. King. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down. But he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. completed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Flacco. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On second down, it's King. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. King on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Could not finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense. And they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Baltimore, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
experience, bro.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision, you sacrilegious. I feel my wrath as you ever offended, my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going to fade down. You pray for distance, with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it. Don't want to believe it. But no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needed. It shows them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Bill.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. With these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing. I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Beautiful tragedies happen one for the end, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your wheels. I'm not interested or want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you want my achievements. We'll screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a move?
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
On first down, it's King. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this? Oh, right on the heels of the pick-6, another ball intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Well, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Let's go!
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Now King. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Jermaine Pratt was there on the coverage defensively. And despite injuries like these, Charles, or these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
King now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Oh, leaves him behind, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Browning. And is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Here's Browning. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Browning's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 21-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mixing up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Browning. Ertz has it left side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Browning. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. King. Will find Lamb. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He finds his man, complete. That's King. So the completion good for just 3. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, King. Buying time to his left. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's King. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. King. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. King. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Tucker's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
A draw play for Mixon, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Browning. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
What's good?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's King.
What's up,
They
man?
get
What's
7
up?
out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And
doing?
now they're in the
How you doing?
hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. The Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Mistake. What you doing, man?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
You want to say something? You want to speak?
They'll look to throw again. throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Send some gift. Y'all some rude.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best, yeah, I'll say it, it's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns, as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the New York Jets. Finally, on Monday Night Football, one of the games of the year, the Super Bowl rematch, Eagles, Chiefs, Arrowhead, 7:15 Central Time.
Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Browning. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, it's King. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Looking to throw. King. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Chris Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now we'll throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun, Browning. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Travis Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And a nice spin into some open field. There he goes left side. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
And that hold goes to wipe away a big return.
And I know from the outside in, you think, why are you holding? Just make sure you don't grab anyone. But you want to keep people away from your return guy. And sometimes those sudden moves, that speed, you reach out and inadvertently do something, and the penalty flag comes out.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. King out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Looking to throw. Browning. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Browning. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Browning. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that? And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Off the play fake. King. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Looking to throw. King. Flush to his right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Operating from the gun, Browning. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Browning. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the delay, it's Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.